tuloy po ang Blue Ribbon Committee hearing sa June 16, Martes, alas 10 ng umaga. At ito ay magaganap sa Double Gem EDSA Garden Events Place. Ayan. So sama-sama nating bantayan ang hearing na iyan at of course ito ay sisimulan at gagawin sa pangunguna ng ating mga magigiting na senador ni Senator Alan at Pia Cayetano, Senator Dante Marcoleta, Amy Marcos, Camille at Mark Villar, Senator Robin Padilla, Senator Loren Legarda, of course, ni Senator Bato, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, at ni Senator De La Rosa. Well, on paper, nakalagay pa dito Joel Villanueva. So, ewan ko, no, hindi natin alam, no? Ang kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo, ang chismis kasi, no, is that yun talaga yung paalam ni Joel Villanueva na ang paalam niya is kapag ka nagkaroon ng session, okay? Kapag nagkaroon ng special session, mag-a-attend siya, okay? So, meron bang chance na oo, a-attend siya pero hindi siya lilipat? Sa totoo lang, hindi ko alam. Kasi malaki talaga yung chance na mas lilipat siya. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, politically kasi wala siyang benefit eh. What they're doing right now is creating a narrative na valid yung question pagdating doon sa pagbibilang ng 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Yan. Yan ngayon yung ginagawa nila eh. Yan ngayon yung layunin ng mga ng Gatchalian block sa Senado at ng House of Representatives. Buti na nga lang na screenshot talaga natin yung may naka-screenshot nung post ni Win Gatchalian na tama yung interpretation niya doon sa 2/3, 'di ba? And I'm actually quite disappointed kay Win Gatchalian. Wala talaga siyang balls eh. Biruin mo, pinost niya na yun sa social media niya. Pinost na ni Win Gatchalian yung 2/3 concurrence requirement sa conviction ng isang impeachable officer. Tapos binawi niya. Okay? Sinasabi ko kumbaga, hindi ito Game of Thrones na labanan between us and Malacanang. Or between Malacanang and the Cayetano block. Kasi hindi naman sila naglalaban sa power. Sabi nga niya, mababago ang leadership sa Senate. And it's going to be changed. At pag nangyari yun, of course, syempre, wala silang choice kundi tanggapin yun. But if that would happen, yung problema natin will still be the same. Korupsyon, mahirap na bansa, walang trabaho, bagsak ekonomiya, it's still gonna be the same. So hindi siya yung laban na sige, gusto ng power ng Cayetano block and gusto nilang, alam mo yun, hindi siya simple na chess game. Yung game na nilalabanan natin is far more complicated than that. So yun yung gustong sabihin ni Cayetano. And I think may subtle message na you have to make your choice, you have to make a move. And it is a really good piece for Independence Day.
May mga na-catfish na ba sa inyo? Bago tayo mag-focus sa serious na topic, dito muna tayo sa hindi serious. May mga na-catfish na ba sa inyo? Yung tipong, kasi uso ngayon yan eh. Kasi nga, hello Joey, no? We grew up at the time that when we meet people in person, wala tayong, girl, we didn't grow up with online dating or something. Hindi ba? And
feeling ko kasi ngayon mas malala ang catfishing eh. Kasi may filter na.
Oo, may computer na. As in, ano bang ibig sabihin ng na-catfish? Ang ibig sabihin ng ito naman si Nora. Nora, parang hindi ka na nasa uso. Ang nasa catfish, sa online dating kasi to. So parang, syempre may mga pictures sila, ganyan. Tapos, pag na-meet mo sila, ay,
not good as advertised, not as good as advertised.
Oo, parang, hindi ikaw to. Yun ang catfish. Alam mo yon, yung sobrang, ay, catfish ko ni Auntie Claire. Kasi nga, chararat. Girl, I don't want to judge, but it's just like, it's not about being chararat or whatever, but hindi ikaw yung nasa picture.
Maya-maya sasali si ano no, sasali si Ka-Moisture today at hindi na siya makatiis. Ay, pasensya na kayo at medyo na-late ako, mga 15 minutes ako late. Dahil alas 10 ako mismo nagising. Nag-power nap ako kasi alam ko magpupuyatan tayo ng bongga-bongga. But anyway, let me greet our first honor for today, Sir Francis Afable. Hello, hello po sa inyo. Kayo po ang first honor para sa ating live ngayong gabi. Pinoy Lakwachero, hello, hello. Maria, hello, hello. Miss Bex Sogilion, good evening sa lahat except kay Joel Villanueva. Ayan. Hello, hello. Abangers here, gandang gabi sa lahat. Dito kami, Jensen now. Ingat-ingat, Pinoy Lakwachero, okay? Truth PH, hello, hello. Me Cats, Dang Jean, Meki Mek, Shanice, Fidus, 2 days kami namigay ng relief. Biyahe kami pabalik na Manila mamaya. Need pa din ng help ng mga tao sa Jensen at Sarangani. Ayan. So sa lahat na maaari pa rin makapag-abot ng tulong, sana kayo ay makahanap ng paraan para mapadala ang inyong tulong sa mga kababayan natin na nangangailangan ng pagkalinga. Ayan. Okay? Kung kayo, pwede kayo magpadala ng tulong directly sa OVP, no? As in yung kayo mismo yung mag-arrange on how you can bring the relief goods to the Office of the Vice President. Wala namang problema yun. In fact, yun nga ang mas preferred ng ng OVP. However, if you want convenience and if you want your help to reach the OVP without any problem, you can also utilize the OVP partners that we have. Nandun sa pages ni Crisette Loretta Chu, ni Kifi Chu, at ni Ate MJ on how you can contact the manufacturer directly, the OVP partners directly, and they will be the one to bring your donation to the Office of the Vice President. Ayan, okay? So hindi pa nagmi-middleman dyan si Kifi at saka si Ate MJ. What they do, they hook us up directly to the source, to the supplier. So the supplier would be the one to deliver all the goods that you want to donate, and they will be the one to directly deliver it to the Office of the Vice President in bulk. Ayan. Yan po ang sistema dyan. Maraming salamat, Pinoy Lakwachero, at sa iba pang mga babayan natin na pinili na tumulong para sa ating mga kababayan na salanta sa Kamindanawan. Atis, Windy City, Chicago, hello, hello. I just said to myself, why Joey is not doing live? Lol, here she is. Sabi ni Tita Windy. And then, Tita Windy, hindi ako naka-live ng ilang araw kasi namatay yung uncle ko. And so I have to go home sa probinsya, malayong probinsya. So, mga 5 oras yung drive at hindi siya madaling drive kasi talagang literal na grabe yun. Mas malayo pa sa Baguio City, mga kababayan, at mas mahirap na drive kaysa sa Baguio City. So malayo siya talaga. So I have to visit my my tito and tita. My tita basically kasi yung tito ko nga yung namatay. So kaya po wala akong live ng ilang araw dahil kailangan natin magpahinga, ayun, at of course makiramay. Ayan. Kakilig, nakinig ako habang nagpa-plancha ng uniform ko. Sabi ni Desi Balde Sancho. Ayan. Dami nang naganap. Oo nga eh. Marami tayong pag-uusapan today, no? Hello, hello, Pink Vader. Hello, hello po sa inyo. Chimi, Ivana Galvez, Avril Daisy 9, Dang Moreno. Hello, hello. Kai Kuroda, Julian's World, Nessa Onji, Isabel Leisla, Ray Pileo, Niel May 14, Smile Pio, hello, hello po. Joseph Porkelian, Amir Khalil, it's Fudge, hello, hello. Gail Chang, Midge X. Ayan, sabi ni Desi Balde Sancho, pabati naman, Miss Joy. Binabati kita, Desi. Binabati kita. Huwag ka na umiyak. Ayan. Hello, Trey. Aus Albania. Maylene Jasareno, Alminda Silveo. Hello, hello po sa inyo. Nili ako, Ibyang. Ayan. Hello, Miss Joey. Sabi ni Dang Moreno, Tiger Lily. Ate Narina Nico. Hello, hello po sa inyo. Ethan Production Studio. Hello. Annalie Valerio, Smile Pio. My gosh, pati yung mga nonsense na nagbablog, pinapatulang ko na kasi walang live si Joey. Gareth Malaya, Mau Zamora, Harold Singh Chong, Kong Singjian. Hello po sa inyo, Sir Harold. Ayan, Lakwat Serang Mini. Hello po sa inyo. Sure na kaya ang paglipat ni Joel, wala na siya faith sa God. 'Di ba, sabi ko naman sa inyo, ang sinabi niya talaga, nagpaalam na 'yan. At ang paalam nga niya ay pupunta siya kapag nagkaroon ng special session. 'Di ba, yung mga ano 'no, yung mga laging nanonood ng live natin updated na 'yan kasi naikwento na natin 'yan na gano'n nga ang sitwasyon. Ayan, Tita Emma De Castro, hello. Tintin Gomez ng Espanya, hello. Krasinski, hello. Minsan nakakatamad mag-update about sa politics para walang magandang nangyayari. Actually, may mga nagpi-PM nga sa akin, no? Sabi gano'n, alam mo, Miss Joey, minsan nakakainis, no? Kasi pag nakasuntok tayo ng isa, yung suntok na pabalik na natatanggap natin, 20 eh. 'Di ba? Hi, Strictly Under Duress. Yeah. Oo, I think he is. I think no, good job na talaga yung uncle ko. Good job talaga sa buhay. Ayan. Butter Cheese Loaf, hello. Pink Vader Dang Moreno, teka. Na-disappoint ako, Joey, pero laban lang. Correct, wala naman tayong magagawa kundi lumaban Ayan. Tuloy ang BRC. Ay, oo, nga pala, no? Tuloy ang Blue Ribbon Committee. And gusto kong lamang ipaalam sa inyong lahat na tuloy po ang Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Ayan, okay? Teka, ha? Ayan, okay. Tuloy po ang Blue Ribbon Committee hearing sa June 16, Martes, alas 10 ng umaga. At ito ay magaganap sa Double Gem EDSA Garden Events Place. Ayan, so sama-sama nating bantayan ang hearing na iyan at of course ito ay sisimulan at gagawin sa pangunguna ng ating mga magigiting na senador ni Senator Alan at Pia Cayetano, Senator Dante Marcoleta, Amy Marcos, Camille at Mark Villar, Senator Robin Padilla, Senator Lauren Legarda, of course, ni Senator Bato, Senator Jinggoy Estrada at ni Senator De La Rosa. Well, on paper, nakalagay pa dito Joel Villanueva. So, ewan ko, hindi natin alam, no? Ang kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo, ang chismis kasi, no, is that yun talaga yung paalam ni Joel Villanueva na ang paalam niya is kapag ka nagkaroon ng session, okay? Kapag nagkaroon ng special session, mag-a-attend siya, okay? So, meron bang chance na oo, a-attend siya pero hindi siya lilipat? Sa totoo lang, hindi ko alam. Kasi malaki talaga yung chance na mas lilipat siya. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, politically kasi wala siyang benefit 'Di ba? Kasi hindi naman siya re-electionist. 'Di ba? Hindi naman siya re-electionist. And sa totoo lang, mababa naman talaga rin ang chance ni Joel Villanueva na mag-run pa ulit. Let's say after the 2028 election. At kung magra-run siya ulit, kumbaga parang I do not know if he's going to revive his senatorial career after that. But for 2028, wala kasi siyang benefit, 'di ba? Unless siguro, kumbaga gusto niya maalala siya ng tao. Sabi ko nga, sana si Senator Villanueva magkaroon siya ng long-term math. 'Di ba? Kasi kapag hindi siya lumipat, pagka sumama siya sa I hope they conduct a survey kung sino sinusuportahan ng mga tao ngayon sa Senado, yung Gatchalian block o yung Cayetano block. I really hope na kasi very very sure ako na malayong-malayo ang suporta ng taong bayan sa Cayetano block sa Senado kaysa sa Gatchalian block sa Senado. Okay? Sigurado ako diyan kasi mas interesado yung mga tao and many of them are actually very very grateful na binigyan ng Cayetano block ng pagkakataon na magsalita ang Brave 18. Okay? By the way, sa sa June 16, 2026. Okay? Sa June 16, 2026, pagsasalitain din ang mga bago pang witnesses. So makakarinig tayo ng mga bagong revelasyon sa June 16. So malaking bagay 'yun, malaking bagay talaga. Ayan, okay? So balik nga tayo pagdating sa suporta ng taong bayan. Naniniwala ako na malaki talaga yung naging political capital ng Cayetano Block dahil sa pagbibigay nila ng stage sa Brave 18 at ngayon nga sa mga panibagong witnesses. Ayan. Sabi ni Alexis Dalita, hello Joey, grabe yung pagsunog mo sa pinapasikat ng mga kakamping sa si Patrice. Naudod yung bago nilang pagmamind conditioning na hindi ba daw pwede both daw ang anti-addict at anti-EGK tayo. Actually, ba sinabi ko naman na yan, pwede naman kasi talagang sabay. Wala mang problema kung sabay. Ang problema, ano yung action ninyo sa pagtatanggol sa biktima ng mga EJK at ano yung ginagawa ninyo at pagtatanggol na ginawa ninyo sa mga biktima ng addict, sa biktima ng illegal na droga. Doon kasi tayo magkakatalo, di ba? Ayun, okay? Feeling ko, Joey, alam ni Sen Joel na mas malakas tao sa SP Alan Block. Lalo na vocal si SP Alan sa panggigipit kila Sen Joel. Okay. So, well, tingnan natin, no? Malay na, hindi, let us not, let us be ready kung ano man yung maging desisyon ni Senator Joel dyan. Ngayon kasi, wala pa naman talagang desisyon na final. Kung lumipat, edi expected. Kung hindi lilipat, edi very good for us. Kung lilipat si Sen Joel, humanda siya. Kasi talagang that's definitely going to have lasting consequences sa political career niya. That's for sure. Kung hindi siya lilipat at makakatikim siya ng latigo mula dito sa administrasyon na to, it's going to be perceived as a badge of honor. Diba? It's going to be perceived as a badge of honor. Remember si Jinggoy Estrada, alam niya mangyayari to eh. But he stood by it anyway. Diba? He stood by it anyway. Ate Joey, shout out. Rent-free ka sa utak ni Nico David. Randomly ka na mention. Target talaga nila ako. Kung sino man yung handler niya nila Nico David, target talaga nila ako. Sinasabi ko sa inyo. Ayan. Joey, nood tayo sa EDSA Garden. Yes, definitely manonood tayo. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Sabay-sabay tayo na magla-livestream para dyan. Miss Joey, buti maaga ka nag-live ngayon. Magpapaakyat ka po ba mamaya? Oo, magpapaakyat ako. Miss Lelaine Bade just posted na pwede raw maaresto si Sen Marcoleta at Mike Defensor this week. How true? Sabi ni Leo A. Oo. Oo. Actually, yung lahat ng senador doon sa Cayetano Block, lahat yan talaga, in danger na maaresto. Gagawin niya na kung ano-anong kaso. Sigurado ko dyan. Tingin niyo po, Miss Joey, dapat ba na hindi dapat i-announce ang ilang days before mag-BRC hearing sina SP Cayetano kasi baka biglang unahan sila ng Malacanang senators na magka-special session. Well, tingnan natin, magkakaalaman yan. Sabi ni Miss Kathy Pai, I was with attorney Israelito Torion for the last night of viewing of the wake of Rene Baterbonia here in Davao, at Ateneo de Davao Senior High. We were not allowed to enter. Security prohibited us. No reason. Talaga? I mean, kayo Kathy, including sila Attorney Bobet, hindi pinapasok? Talaga? Or ikaw lang? Pero, di ba naka-public viewing naman? Bakit kayo hindi pinapasok? Tingin ko yung pag-announce, importante kasi para mas malaman ng mas maraming tao. Mas malaman ng maraming tao na may hearing na gagawin. Ngayon, whether or not makakapaghanda ang gobyerno or ano, I think ready na rin yung ano no, yung Senate Blue Ribbon Committee sa kung ano man yung consequences. Ayun. Ready rin sila. Oo daw, di sila pinapasok, sila Attorney Torion. Talaga? Ayan, sabi ni Melissa, hindi lang pinapasok pag nag-start na ang mass. Okay. Okay, ayun naman pala, meron naman palang reason. Meron naman palang reason. Ayan, nararamdaman ko, Joey, malapit na ang pasta party. Parang ang akala yata ng Malacanang, yung pasta party mangyayari ng June 12. Parang yun ang ano nila, yun ang expectations nila. Ayun, kaso hindi nangyari, 'di ba? Pero I think mangyayari, pero hindi natin alam kung kailan eh. Miss Joey, napanood mo ba interview ni Auntie Claire kay Tito Boy Abunda? Di ko kaya, mga friends. Di ko kayang panoorin. Nag-announce na, tuloy daw ang BRC, sila Marcoleta sa June 16, outside of Senate gaganapin. Ayun. Very strict lang sa media ang vloggers sa school and vloggers sa school. Pero pinapapasok naman. Yes, magulo kasi if papasukin ang nakapila na sobrang dami sa labas. Sabi nga ni Erwin sa interview niya kay Jessica, may 10 pa raw na senators makukulong. Sabi ni Hako, Miss Joey, anong say mo doon sa sinabi ni VP? Gusto ko makita ng mga tao kung gaano kawalang hiya si BBM. Sabi ni VP, kasi yung tanong kasi kay VP, di ba? Kung gusto ba niyang bumaba si BBM. I think more than anything else, ang mensahe na gusto iparating doon ni VP is that hindi sa kanya manggagaling yung pagpapatalsik kay Bongbong Marcos. Kung siya yung masusunod, kung tatanungin siya kung ano yung desire niya, hindi siya gagawa ng kahit ano para mapatalsik si Bongbong Marcos. So sabi niya, mas prefer, kasi yun talaga yun eh, doon nanggagaling yung ano na yan eh, gusto ko makita ng mga tao kung gano'n siya kawalang hiya, yung mga ganon. Kasi nga, hindi magagaling sa kanya yung desire na patanggal si Bongbong Marcos sa pwesto. Tingin ko yun yung mas proper na context ng comment niya na yan. Ano pa ba yung magagawa nila para matigil yung hearing outside the Senate? Arestuhin yung mga senador. Arestuhin yung mga senador. Hindi ko din kayang panoorin yung interview ni Auntie Claire kay Boy Abunda. Sabi ni Snow White Apple, Miss Joey, pabati from HK kahit di ko matapos ang live tonight. Team replay na lang bukas. Ayan, okay. Sabi nga ni Kong Pulong at Mayor Baste, pag ginaantok, matulog, mag-team replay na lang. Krasinski, malaki bayad kay Tito Boy, for sure. For sure. Well, to be fair din naman kay Auntie Claire, ano? Kasi si Auntie Claire, kumbaga, showbiz material din siya eh. Kasi, pag in-interview mo si Auntie Claire, bibigyan kanya talaga ng ano, bibigyan kanya talaga ng material na kabubisita ng mararami. Eh, syempre, pag showbiz, di ba, you don't have to love the person, you just have to watch the content, di ba? Ganun lang ang labanan. So, to be fair, kung kunwari ako si Boy Abunda, ano rin, interesting rin na i-feature siya at interviewin siya kasi character si ante mo eh, di ba? Character siya eh. Tuwang-tuwa naman si Erwin if makukulong ang 10 na senators. Grabe kaganid ang nasa Gatchalian Block. Well, malinaw na nga na itong Gatchalian Block na ito, right now, what they're doing right now is creating a narrative na valid yung question pagdating doon sa pagbibilang ng 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Yan. Yan ngayon yung ginagawa nila eh. Yan ngayon yung yan ngayon yung layunin ng mga ng Gatchalian bloc sa Senado at ng House of Representatives. Buti na nga lang buti na nga lang na screenshot talaga natin yung no. May naka-screenshot nung post ni Win Gatchalian na tama yung interpretation niya doon sa 2/3, 'di ba? And I'm actually quite disappointed kay Win Gatchalian. Wala talaga siyang balls eh. Biruin mo, pinost niya na yun sa social media niya. Pinost na ni Win Gatchalian yung 2/3 concurrence requirement sa conviction ng isang impeachable officer. Tapos binawi niya. Okay? Maraming nagtatanong, bakit niya kaya pinost? Bakit kaya niya pinost? I think the reasonable side of Win Gatchalian is trying to get the some of the senators ng Gatchalian bloc, especially the Duterte senators from the Gatchalian bloc, para lumipat sa 13 sa minority. And in that situation, malilegitimize na talaga at malilegalize ang pagiging Senate President ni Win Gatchalian. Ako yun yung naiisip kong reason. Kaya yan pinost ni Win Gatchalian, yung ganong klaseng para lumipat na yung some of the members of the Gatchalian group. And that would be the reasonable Senate President would do. 'Di ba? Yung mag-force ka ng concession, mag-force ka ng agreement. Ganon. But nevertheless, I think dahil tinanggal niya yung post niya, alam na. Dahil tinanggal niya yung post niya, ibig sabihin, klaro na, may nagdidikta kay Win Gatchalian. And so, it reinforces our belief na hindi talaga siya independent. Ayun. Miss Joey, napanood niyo ba sobrang walang hiya, BBM na yan. Ayan. Alexis, wag kang mag-spam. Yes, tuloy ang Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Tuloy siya. Tama, yung iba lalo na yung group ni Capdado. Kasi, ang tawag dito, yun kasi yung kalaban natin din, no? Sa laban na, decente kasing tao tong mga Duterte. They are not going to take advantage of the, they're not going to take advantage of the the supporters na gusto natin siya maging presidente ganyan. And then she Inday would feign leadership because of that. Hindi kasi ganoon ang mga Duterte eh. And ako, sa totoo lang, ang mas prefer ko is that the people will make their own decision. 'Di ba? Kailangan natin matutunan yan eh. Na ganun talaga yung na matuto tayo na gamitin yung ating kapangyarihan sa tamang pamamaraan. Miss Joy, ano masasabi mo? Okay, teka lang. Ano pa ba? Sabi ni Miss Hawaiian, Joel and Cheese, not smart move. What makes them think na new admin in 2028 won't file a case against them just because they agreed to ibangag to this day? Never again. Escudero Villanueva. True, my beshi, hello, hello. Iba ang glow mo today, sabi ni Happy Fam, kasi nakatulog na ako. Nakatulog na ako. Any thoughts, Miss Joey, sa post ni Alan regarding checkmate? Actually, ni-repost ko lang eh. Pero hindi ko pa hindi ko pa nakikita ng buo yung post niya. Ayan, eto no, dami-dami kong FB warning. Diyos mio Marimar, tangina. You can't invite people to like this page. Parang dati pa. Dati pa naman, actually aside from that, marami pa akong hindi pwedeng magawa sa FB. Like, hindi ako pwedeng mag-live, hindi ako pwedeng ano yun, yung mga tools, yung highlight, at followers, yung mga ganun. Hindi ako pwedeng, wala akong mga ganong tools. Ayan, okay. Anyway, puntahan lang natin saglit yung post ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano at pag-usapan nga natin ng mabilisan lang. Ito yun di ba? Checkmating the truth. I have always been intrigued by chess. Though for years I kept away from the board, I could never quite work out how I was being outplayed again and again. It was our nephew, whom I consider our own son, who finally drew me back to it. Together with a former counselor of ours at Taguig, he began to teach me. And what they taught me was this: chess is a game of strategy, but more than that, it is a game of positioning. Get your pieces onto the right squares and victory can become all but certain. The rules are simple enough. The pieces are moved across the board and someone decides where to go. Every piece has its value, but in the end, the whole game turns into a single purpose: to protect your king and to capture theirs. The game now facing our country is far more serious than a played on 64 squares, but it begins with the same questions. Are we players or are we merely pieces? Because if we are honest about what is happening, there are powerful interests, the kings and queens of this board, some of our political and business elites who would prefer that the Filipino remain pieces upon it. The rest of us are tasked in supporting roles, pawns, knights, bishops, rooks. The knights are government officials, security forces, bishops are religious leaders, the rooks, the tower of media, each one positioned not knowingly or not, to keep the kings and queen in place protected. Move when convenient, sacrificed when necessary, forgotten once the game is over. And what is the game being played? It is not the building of nation. It is the building of private fortunes. So let me be clear about our stand. We did not take this position to seize power. This is not Game of Thrones. If it were only a contest for the throne, then let 13 senators choose another Senate president tomorrow. The leadership question could be settled in a single afternoon. But that was never the real issue. The real issue is why there is such determination to keep the truth about the flood control scandal from coming out. The rush to control committees, why the pressure, why the attacks, why the endless distractions, why everything except a serious effort to answer the question being asked. Questions we all promised would be answered. They thought like chess players, their pieces in perfect position, the cover up all but complete, and then total victory perhaps, a charter change to seal it. Everyone content, maletas all around. Every Filipino knows what corruption does, but this flood control scandal was so vast, so brazen, that it woke a sleeping nation. And so the new game is to lull the nation back to sleep while pointing to a chosen few who can be made to take the fall. This scandal carries grave consequences. The funds meant to hold back the floods came a flood of their own. They flooded our home and our business districts. They flooded the classroom we should have built and the hospitals we should have funded. They washed away harvests and livelihoods, swamped the engines of our growth, and erode, most corrosive of all, the people's trust in their own government. The victims are not the Lawan or the DDS, not administration or opposition, not one party or another. They are simply Filipinos. The victim is all of us as a nation, our identity, our future, our freedom. Corruption is a tax, and like a plague, it is contagious. It is paid by honest so that the greedy may fill their pockets. And it is collected from every citizen, whatever his politics, whatever his color. That is why this fight is bigger than any sector, any group, any party, any region, and far bigger than any senator or any Senate leadership dispute. Some have criticized me for invoking the names of those who came before us, and that is their right. But if those words begun even a single conversation about accountability, transparency, and truth, then some good has already come of them. And if not, then pardon me for continuing to raise the symbols that belong more to our people, to any family or faction, in the service of truth. Kung hindi nyo gagamitin, hihiramin muna namin upang ipagpatuloy ang laban. My June 12 message was meant to honor them, the heroes, their families, and their sacrifices. To some, it was an inspiration. To others, an offense. I intended neither flattery nor insult, only the truth. And the truth spoken plainly is meant to wake us, not to wound us. Gising, may laban pa tayo. Kahit nasa kanila na ang lahat ng kapangyarihan at kayamanan sa mundo, laban lang. But in all honesty, what matters now is not who wins an argument online or on mainstream media. That is a sideshow at the edge of the board. The real game is being played elsewhere, on a board most people never see. What matters is that we keep up the good fight, that we keep asking the right questions, keep demanding complete answers, and keep pursuing the truth even when it becomes uncomfortable, even when it threatens our own ambition. Accountability, not something we wear when the cameras are on. It is what we practice after they leave and pressure begins. And no committee of the Senate should ever become a place where difficult questions go to die, where investigations are turned into instruments for laundering reputations or burying inconvenient facts beneath procedure and delay. The power to investigate is not a privilege to be guarded. It is a trust granted by Filipino people, and it belongs to them. Whether senator or citizen, no one should allow himself to be made pawn in another man's game. The pawn, after all, is the piece most easily spent. Push forward when useful, sacrifice without a second thought. Forgotten once it has served its purpose. I say this to all 24 of us. The true test of where you stand now is how others perceive you, but how you see yourself in the mirror, and more importantly, how God sees your heart. I know these words offend those who used to hearing only echoes of their own social networks, and I accept that. But history teaches a hard lesson. Those who defend what is right are often loud, imperfect, abrasive, inconvenient. Those who surrender to what is strong are usually silent. The silence may buy a season of comfort, even a reprieve from prison. I may avoid conflict and preserve relationship. It may avoid conflict and preserve relationship, but it always carries a price because evil rarely announces its arrival with a marching band. It advances the way a position is lost on the board, sometimes in a single blunder, but more often though, 100 small surrenders through accommodation, through compromise, through fear and intimidation, through each of us telling ourselves that someone else will speak up, someone else will act, someone else will carry the burden until no one does. We too are imperfect, but we are awake and silent no more. Finally, long after the question of Senate leadership is resolved, and it will be resolved, the corruption will remain. The floodwaters will continue to rise when it rains. The missing funds will still have to be accounted for. The Filipino people will demand answers. And one day, our children will ask what we did when the truth was still within reach. Ganda nitong piece ni Cayetano. They will ask not out of curiosity, but out of necessity. Because what we do today will determine the countries they inherit 10, 25, 40 years from now. So at some point, every citizen must decide, will you let yourself be moved by events, or will you insist on seeing the board for yourself? What choice belongs to every Filipino? And it may be important to move any of us, and it may be the most important move any of us ever makes. If the event that began on May 11 were merely another round of Game of Thrones, then we deserve to be cursed and mocked. But if they are the first moves of a stand against the darkness, against tyranny, corruption, and greed, then join us. Pray, discern, comment, move, laban. Let our voices be heard. Faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. Blessed Independence Weekend, mahal nating Pilipinas. Iyon ang sabi ni Independence Day message ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Actually, maganda yung niya. Maganda yung sinasabi niya, kumbaga, hindi ito Game of Thrones na labanan between us and Malacanang, or between Malacanang and the Cayetano block. Kasi hindi naman sila naglalaban sa power. Sabi nga niya, mababago ang leadership sa Senate, and it's going to be changed. At pag nangyari yun, of course, syempre, wala silang choice kundi tanggapin yun. But if that would happen, yung problema natin will still be the same. Korupsyon, mahirap na bansa, walang trabaho, bagsak ekonomiya, it's still gonna be the same. So hindi siya yung laban na sige, gusto ng power ng Cayetano block and gusto nilang, alam mo yun, hindi siya simple na chess game. Yung game na nilalabanan natin is far more complicated than that. So yun yung gusto sabihin ni ni Cayetano. And I think may subtle message na you have to make your choice, you have to make a move. And it is a really really good piece for Independence Day. Hello, welcome sa ating ka-moisture mula sa kabilang buhay. Hello. Nakamute ka pa, be?
Hello everyone, ito po si Sas na na-catfish.
At ito naman po, si Joey, na naging exit plan nung na-catfish. Ayun.
Oh my God.
Ang importante, naka-party ka pa rin. Diba?
Pero ibang day na yon. Pero
Ganun talaga ang buhay. Naka-catfish pa minsan-minsan, diba?
oo, kailangan talaga nating madaanan sa ating buhay ang ma-catfish. May mga na-catfish na ba sa inyo? Bago tayo mag-focus sa serious na topic, dito muna tayo sa hindi serious. May mga na-catfish na ba sa inyo? Yung tipong, kasi uso ngayon yan eh. Kasi nga, hello Joey, no? We grew up at the time that when we meet people in person, wala tayong, girl, we didn't grow up with online dating or something. Hindi ba? And
feeling ko kasi ngayon mas malala ang catfishing eh. Kasi may filter na.
Oo, may computer na. As in, ano bang ibig sabihin ng na-catfish? Ang ibig sabihin ito naman si Nora. Nora, parang hindi ka na nasa uso. Ang nasa catfish, sa online dating kasi to. So parang, syempre may mga pictures sila, ganyan. Tapos, pag na-meet mo sila, ay,
not good as advertised, not as good as advertised.
Oo, parang, hindi ikaw to. Yun ang catfish. Alam mo yon, yung sobrang, ay, catfish ko ni Auntie Claire. Kasi nga, chararat. Girl, I don't want to judge, but it's just like, it's not about being chararat or whatever, but hindi ikaw yung nasa picture. Alam mo yon. Kasi nga, di ba, oh my God, I've been warned that in China, grabe ang editing, no? Grabe na rin siya, no, in every situation. Pero kakaiba tong editing na to. Sabi ko, ay, hindi anggulo. Iba
hindi anggulo. May talaga. Actually, may deceit.
May deceit.
Oo.
Hindi lang filter, girl, as in editing. Like, super binago yung face, katawan, ganon.
Oo.
Tapos, parang, nakakaloka na, parang, nasa profile is 6'2". Baka mas matakad pa ako.
Yung malala. Kasi sobrang pitit ni Sas eh. Tapos i-claim mo 6'2" ka. Ayun.
Naloka pa. Parang siya pa yung nagsabi na, yun yung nakakaloka, di ba? Yes, sayang yung oras. Na parang, hello, sa madaling salita, I wasn't pleasantly surprised. Kasi may mga, alam mo yun, I know a lot of people who don't look good in pictures. I don't look good in pictures. Pero when you meet them in person, kasi makikita mo yung vibe and everything, and you know, na hindi siya nakakuha ng picture. And that's attractive. Pero ito talaga bakla, talaga. My Lord. Like, this is my first.
Hindi mo lang daw naiintindihan sa 6'2" divided by 2 daw.
Ako naman hindi mo ako maluloko sa mga height. Lalo na pag nag-declare ka ng 6. Kasi, my God, 10 years akong tumira ng Netherlands at ang average height ng lalaki doon ay 6. So, alam ko ang 6-footer, no? Just by, even at a distance. Ito talaga, parang si Falsis, iba sa pic in person. Ayan hindi naman catfish yan. Ibig sabihin na hindi updated yung picture. Alam niyo. Hindi ba? Parang, bakit yung bagets? Dapat yung Chinese? Yeah, Chinese. First time kong makatfish sa buong buhay ko. Can you imagine? First time. Like, super, super first time. Na, it was just like a bit sad. Na parang, dude, you post your picture. There is a market. Ako yung naniniwala na there is a market for everyone. Alam mo yun, there is a market for everyone. You just have to know your market. Alam mo yun?
Correct, para mabenta ka sa tamang presyo.
Oo, bibenta ka sa tamang
Oo,
audience.
totoo yan. Kasi, ang tawag dito, nung nasa TikTok pa ako, meron akong parang naging close na follower ko. Tapos sabi niya, alam mo, Miss Joey, sa mga bading-bading, meron kaming mga kanya-kanyang market, sabi niya gano'n.
Hmm.
So for example, yung mga payat na matatangkad, yung mga lanky-lanky, ayan, yung mga ganyan. So yung mga bading, kung ganun yung preferred nila na i-meet, outright, kumbaga, parang yun yung ano mo, yun yung, merong mga group, mga dating group na parang ganun yung preference sila. So lahat ng member ng dating group na yon ganon, lanky, ganyan,
Yeah.
thin, na ano, ganyan. Meron din yung mga bear.
Yeah,
Meron yung mga bear, yung mga
there is a
ganyan.
market for everyone. Like, for example, well, some guys tell me na I don't need to put this anymore after ng rebirth. Pero nilalagay ko pa rin. I'm trans. Ganyan. Kasi nga, girl, ayokong mag-invent. Alam mo yun, syempre you have to tell stories about your childhood. Girl, ayokong mag-inventa ng childhood stories.
Correct, oo.
Mga makalaki ng taon. So, alam mo yun, na parang you have to be, there is a minimum set of honesty when before you meet someone. Kasi yung mga bonggang-bonggang honesty, those are the things that you reveal to people na you already in deep na. Kasi nga, you trust them with the secrets of your life, hindi ba? Pero itong girl, gagawa ka ng profile, totally different persona. Girl, kahit na yung inedit na picture, sabi ko, girl, yung inedit mo yung picture, wala man lang bakas. Alam mo yun?
Ng katotohanan.
Alam mo yun? Kasi may mga nag-edit, like pabaguhin yung lighting, ng oiliness, ng ganyan. Pero kung nakita mo, ikaw, pareho lang. Alam mo yun, nagkaroon lang ng pinaganda lang yung lighting ng picture. Pero yung talagang, ay, parang, bakit brand white? So, ang naging sabi ko, tatanong, ano nangyari? Sinipalpal mo, hindi. Si Joey ang naging exit plan ko. Tinawag ko si Joey.
Okay, pupunta na ako dyan. Mamaya. Eto na, pupunta na ako. Sabi nito. Okay, sige, papunta na ako mamaya. Palabas na ako. Saan pupunta to?
Sabi, paano mo nga nakilala na siya yun kung iba ang face? Kasi hinahanap ko, where are you? Ganyan. Tapos sabi niya nandiyan, tinawagan ko, nag-ring yung phone. Tapos, ay, ganyan talaga ako.
At least. Buti hindi siya, wait.
Hindi, parang,
feel ko na-expect na din niya.
Medyo, when I look back, na piece ko together, na maybe that was a sign na catfish ito. Tinanong ba naman ako na, are you, are you particular with looks? Ako naman parang, hello, you're in an online dating, you share pictures, of course, there is a sense of particularity ng, well, looks is so very loose, no, a term. Parang we all have our parang bandwidth. Di ba meron tayong bandwidth na merong lower, may upper. Pero pasok pa rin siya sa bandwidth mo. Alam mo yun? Na anyone who could fall in that bandwidth, pasok. Alam mo yun? Pero yun yung parang, okay, dito ako sa bandwidth na to. No? Meron akong lower threshold. Yung picture, pasok siya na medyo sa lower. Ganyan. Pagka nakita ko siya, na parang, no.
Cannot be. It is not within the parameter set.
It is not within the parameter. Face card threshold. Alam niyo yan, huwag tayong magbulahan. Aminin niyo yan, meron kayong, lahat ng tao may bandwidth. Na ito yung pasok sa panlasa. We're not expecting na you look like a movie star or whatever. Pero meron tayong bandwidth na, okay tong bandwidth na to. Hindi ba?
Si Miss Joey pala naging porter palabas.
Yeah, tinawag siya. Kunwari siya yung roommate ko. Na naiwan yung susi.
Sabi ng jowa ko, ay, nasa labas yan. Ay, hindi mo naintindihan sila. Nasa labas yan. Tumpak.
Alam mo yon. So, ano talaga siya, girl? Parang curveball. Parang, alam mo yon, Well, sometimes you fall kahit sa mababang labas ng bandwidth, pero their personality is so winning. Alam mo yun? Pero those are the kind of people that you actually meet in person. Nakasalamuha mo na. And then you actually know, oh, cool itong person na to. Or parang ako, I know that I would be outside a lot of bandwidths. Alam mo yun? And I accept that. Pero kaya nga the peak na, you know, because of who I am, of being trans, etc. And I accept that. And then there are people that you won over personality, vibe, and aura galore and moisture. And then naisip nila, oh my God, parang, you know, this could work or something like that. Pero ito talaga, ang hirap mag-dating app sa China pag medyo thunders. Tapos sa akin yung during interface, parang mag-a-apply ng work.
Mukhang mabigat din ang pinagdaanan ni Coffee Break with Jess.
Really? I don't know. What dating app do you use? Ako kasi I still use I don't use the Chinese dating app kasi nga maraming scammers. Marami siyang scammers. And then puro hindi sila marunong mag-English. So doon ako sa mga non-Chinese app. So, para alam mo na marunong mag-English.
Para wala nang language barrier.
Wala nang language barrier. Pero yun na nga, na, you know, that the catfishing is such an well, at least you have to experience something, di ba? In order to know what it felt like.